What is up, guys? Happy Easter. It is Easter Sunday, and today the first thing that we did is we went out and we saw 3 houses. And I just want to make this video just to tell you guys about what I'm currently doing and how I got to this point, because I know that this is something that a lot of barbers want to do. So this morning I went and I looked at some houses, and I actually just texted my realtor to put an offer on one of the houses. I'm going to put a couple clips here of the houses that we went to go see, just so you guys can kind of see the houses that we're looking at. So if you guys don't know, we are looking at multi-family properties. So it's pretty much like one big box that has, little kind of like sections in it for people to live in. Think about like apartment and a house had a baby, I guess is a way to say it. So like those are the duplexes, the triplexes, and the quadplexes. I know that this is a point that a lot of barbers want to reach, a point where they can actually get approved lending from a bank to be able to buy a house, whether it's a house that they want to live in. Like, for example, if you want to put your family into a house in a nice neighborhood, or if you want to go kind of the route that I'm going of buying these multifamily investment properties to start to build wealth and establish your network and be able to leverage yourself in the future. Now, that's what I'm doing, but I want to tell you guys what I did to get here as somebody that has actually done it, doing it, that is like in the trenches. The first thing is I focused on barbering. Sometimes I'll see people and they want to make more money, so they assume that they make more money doing more things. Like they need to do side hustle or side businesses to make more money. That is not the way that I would go about it. I would focus on being a barber and making more money barbering, which means getting more people into the door and be able to getting more money from each client that you serve. So raising your average ticket and getting more of those tickets. Those are the way that you're going to make money as a barber. Now, how can you do that? There's marketing and there's promotion, and that brings more people into your chair. But then you also have, how can I raise my average ticket so that each client gives me more money, pretty much, right? And I'm just saying this to make it sound very simple. Things like selling product, things like raising your prices whenever you're ready, things like setting up recurring appointments so you see your client more times in that year. If a client comes every 3 times, that means you're going to see them about 17 times a year. What if you can get that client on recurring appointments every 2 weeks? Maybe that 17 times a year goes up to 20 times, or 22, 23, 24, 25, 26 times in 1 year. You got to focus on making more money. You can save all the money that you can, and I do think that it's very, very important to live below your means, because it doesn't matter if you make $200K a year as a barber. If you spend $199K a year as a barber, you don't have a lot of money to be able to save, whether it's to continue to invest in yourself and get more knowledge, or you don't have the money to, for example, put a down payment on a house because you're so strapped for cash. One aspect is making sure that you're just focused on barbering it, that you're going to see barbering out. You're going to commit to this one thing. You're going to say no to distractions, and whether it's investing into yourself, putting more time into the shop, you're going to commit to these things so that you can do that. Another big part of this when it comes to getting lending from the banking is having your paperwork right. Barbers will not claim their income, will not deposit their cash into a bank, will not get an accountant like a CPA or deal with an accounting firm because they are scared of paying taxes. Paying taxes is a part of the game when it comes to getting lending from a bank. And the reason why is because you have to prove the money that you make. I'll give you a quick example. If Bobby makes $100,000 as a barber, but he makes $40,000 in cash and doesn't claim a single dime by depositing it into his bank account, when he goes to try to get lending from a bank, they're going to see maybe his Square transactions, right? Or his digital payments. And they're going to say, oh, you only make $60,000 as a barber, but then you have deductions. So you really end up making even less than that. So you're not able to buy the house that you want to buy in that super nice neighborhood to put your family in, or you're not able to buy that $300,000 to $400,000 property because you didn't claim your cash. Now, it is very, very easy to be scared of something that you do not know. If you're scared of taxes because you do not know how the tax system is built, how it works, how to maneuver it in a way where you can claim the amount of income that you want to claim while also decreasing how much taxes you have to pay. If you don't know how that works and you don't have anybody on your team that knows how that works, it's very easy to be scared and to be ignorant of that stuff. But you don't have to. You don't have to be that way. You don't have to choose to be ignorant in that area. And I'm not telling you to go learn the tax code, but I'm telling you to know enough to be able to speak the language so that you can hire out somebody else that does that. And whenever you're able to make more money, you're able to do those things. You're able to hire these members of your team that are going to help you to be more successful. I don't know everything about taxes, but what I do know, I know how to make more money as a barber so that I can go hire the person that has spent years and years and years dealing with taxes taxes, dealing with other people in my profession, in my industry, I can hire that person out and now they become part of my team. And now I'm able to grow. If I'm trying to simplify this as much as possible for you guys, is to focus on the one thing. Think about it as like a rocket ship, right? You build up the rocket ship and you want to continue to see that rocket ship go as far as possible. That is correlated to the money that you make. As you continue to gain this money, you have to have the wisdom to know, where do I put this money? Do I save this money for a later day? Do I go ahead and hire this person out? Do I go ahead and do this or do that? Because you want to start to build a team around you. I don't have to know everything because I know one thing and I dedicate myself to this one thing. So now that allows me to build a team around all the things that I don't know. I don't know how to do taxes, but I know how to barber. So I'm going to barber so good that I can hire the person that knows taxes. And you can do that for many, many areas of your life for things you don't know. It is okay. It's about building the team around you. But that team around you, you're having to hire them out. You have to buy their time. Their time is valuable. They have skills and knowledge. Something that is super, super important is learning to say no. Say no to the instant gratification. Say no to the other kind of side business opportunities that seem like a cool, quick buck, because I'm going to stay consistent and focused on this one thing. The reason why I've been able to move fast is because I've stayed focused on the main path more than I've not. I've not been perfect, but more than I have not, I've stayed focused on the main path and I've continued to see it grow, and I've tracked my growth and I continue to push it. And then I've taken my money, whether I save it, whether I hire a team around me. Now I have a team around me, whether it was, okay, I'm gonna make this money. Now I'm gonna get into the mentorship group. Okay, now I hire a CPA. Now I'm gonna take this haircutting class. Okay, now I'm gonna go and run these ads. Okay, now I'm going to go and I'm going to invest in some tools and equipment. Oh, I'm going to make sure I have some books. Things like that, where you can get to the point to where, okay, bam, I've been filing my taxes for 2 years. I have very healthy income and I have money for a down payment because I know how to live under my means. And I've also been able to use that money that I make to get the knowledge to where now I know what to do with this money. That's why I just put this offer on this property. I was able to look at the property, search for what I wanted, make the decision, because I took that money and I invested it into me before I invested it into a property. When you learn something, like for example, when you invest in yourself and you learn, for example, how to cut hair, you can take me anywhere in the world and I will still have that skill. I can cut hair in China, in the Middle East, across the US. Like if they sent me to Oregon or California or Texas or New York, Canada, Hawaii, doesn't matter where you send me, I still have that skill. That's why investing in yourself is so important, because once you have it, you have it. Can't take it away from you. If I buy a super, super, super nice car and I can't afford it, they're gonna take it away from me. They're gonna hit my credit. And that's a huge part as well, is learning how to establish your credit. I can't believe I didn't even talk about that. Having your credit in check. Having the discipline and the knowledge to treat your credit well, to not trash it. Now, yes, can you rebuild your credit? Yes. Can you fix it? Yes. But it is a lot, I think, easier, and it saves you a lot more time to just not mess it up in the first place. I did go on a bit of a ramble there, but I felt like, this is just me wanting to give you guys as much value as possible. I'm going to keep you guys updated on the house buying process. Hopefully we get this house and I can show you guys which one that I ended up getting. And if you guys don't know, I did get nominated for CT Barber Expo Rookie of the Year, Jordan Perez. The link is going to be down there if you guys want to hit it, guys. This is not just about the trophy. This is about raising the bar, right, for rookie barbers, to show them that you can make six figures in this industry rather quickly if you focus on the main thing. And that's why I want to be given this award, so that I can be put on almost like a spotlight so that people can see what's possible. It's not all about Instagram followers and celebrity clients and stuff like that. It's about doing the right things, being a great barber to your clients, building your business, and actually being able to leave the barber industry one day with something, versus being one of those guys that, oh, I've been cutting hair for 20 years, but what you guys to show for it? That's it, right? You don't have anything. But that's just my 2 cents, guys. If you guys really like this video and you want just more like real transparent stuff, shoot me a text, shoot me a comment, like, subscribe, share this video if there's somebody in your shop that you want to see this. Yeah.